D&D.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, we'll take a pause and then do the outro.
What's the outro?
How we close out the show.
Watch it land by the pen. Southern float with a northeastern stand. Jack and Mitch, running back once again. From the bunker to the broadcast light.
Welcome back to the Talking Divots podcast. I'm Jack Snow. We're here with a very special guest today. Steve is out of town. This is my great friend, current roommate, past roommate, Mitch Bartolo. Mitch, introduce yourself to everyone out there.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be on the podcast. I know Jack and Steve have been crushing it lately, so doing my best to fill in for Steve while he's out of town for the week. But pumped to be here, man. Pumped to learn a lot about golf, and let's do it.
Yeah, so Mitch is a newer person to golf, and I think this will be a good learning experience for you. And also, he's got some great insight on other sports, life in general. I mean, he's one of my best friends, so he's got to be a decent guy. I don't know if that's a good baseline.
I do my best. I'd hear Jack. I hear you talking a lot about golf all the time and how passionate you are about it. And obviously, coming down to Florida has been huge for that. So I've gotten out there a couple times with you. I think I need to hit the range a little bit more for sure, but we got to dial it in a little bit.
Hell yeah. All right, let's get into it. We're going to recap the AT&T Pro-Am at Pebble Beach. This was a great tournament. It was a low-scoring event. We had multiple players at sub 20 under par, which was my prediction, sub 20. Steve went with sub 15. Weather did play a role, but the course was soft enough where birdies were there to be had. We had some super notable performances, some insane performances. Scotty Scheffler has had 18 straight top 10s on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
18 straight top 10s. Like, in that event, there's 72 players. It's called the signature event. Most full field events are 120 to 130 players. Being top 10 is insane because all these guys are so good. And you've watched a lot of golf with me. There's a lot of new names on the leaderboard, right?
For sure. Yeah, all the time. It feels like Scotty's always the only one that I can consistently see in there. Yeah, totally.
100%. So that breaks actually a tour record that was held since 1964. Unbelievable run by Scotty. He's always there. The last two tournaments, he's been kind of down and out on Thursday, Friday. You think he's out of the tournament. This weekend, he shot 67, 63. On Sunday, he had 3 eagles and 3 bogeys. I mean, shooting 63 with 3 bogeys is insane.
Yeah.
And that was his first time ever having 3 eagles in a round on the PGA Tour.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you had an eagle?
Not yet. Still, I got my one birdie.
You have a birdie?
I got my birdie. Remember, it was at Plantation.
It was at Plantation.
Yeah, dude.
Remember which hole?
It was the one where we had to, I don't remember what hole number it is, but where we had to go over the bridge to where the hole's on the island.
Oh, number 9.
Yeah.
That's where we record a lot of our podcasts, overlooking number 9.
Yeah.
I briefly remember that. That was with Rob.
Yeah. Yeah, it was with Rob.
Bourbon Rob. We love him.
Rob. Cheers to Rob. Yeah, man. No, I haven't had it at all. Haven't really sniffed one, but plenty of bogeys, plenty of doubles, plenty of triples. I'm working on it.
Playing bogey golf is really solid. I mean, that's better than probably 50% of America. So if you can get to that level, but she's an athlete. I mean, you can tell by his stature potentially that he's a large person. I've seen him connect on a few drives, and that thing, it goes. It's a little scary, and it's very frustrating for me because I don't necessarily speed train or work out or try to increase my distance, but I'm very fundamental and have to maximize everything I have to hit it a fraction as far as he could potentially hit it. We'll unlock that at some point.
Yeah. I feel like we've gone out a couple times and you give me a ton of tips and it's really helpful. And I feel like you give me maybe call it 10 tips and then 3 of them really resonate with me subconsciously. And I just am able to focus on that and drive it. And then I start getting a little ahead of my skis and maybe focus on too many and try to fix everything. And, it's obviously golf is as mental of a game as it comes. So I know I'm still working with Steve O'Brien too. We got my drive dialed in a couple times here and there. But yeah, man, no, it's exciting though. It's also fun. I mean, every time we go out, you're like, golf is hard. Don't get too frustrated. Don't fucking throw your club. And I definitely want to sometimes, but it's no, man, it's good when you finally drive one home and really hit it flush and feel good about it actually goes where you want it to go, as opposed to into the water off the tree or at your friend. Yeah, it's a good, it's a good feeling.
It is a great feeling, and you'll learn through your journey of golf. And I'm still young in mine, but it's a game of misses. You don't ever hit a perfect shot.
Yeah.
Rarely.
You
I
do.
mean, no, but you don't. I mean, you hit a 150-yard shot into the green. You don't make that shot all that often. Once every 2 years. Once a year. I mean, depends, but that's a perfect shot, right? So it's all about your misses. If I miss 5 feet right of the pin, that's a great shot. If I miss 10 feet of the pin, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
If you miss, 30 feet, still a good shot if you're on the green. It's a game of misses. So how bad are your misses?
I think it's a little bit different than some of the other sports. And I was thinking about that also, like last time we went out a few weeks ago, and I don't know. It's just like it's obviously not forgiving at all. Like any shot that you take, and like I can attest to it because I've been in other sports and played sports my whole life, and obviously a lot of team sports. But I mean, even when you're training on your own in those team sports, like you're working on your individual craft, and I mean, the entire game of golf is just battling with yourself internally. A large part of it's mental, and like you said, dude, I mean, you're focusing on your mental game and where you focus, as opposed to like speed training or footwork or anything like that. You don't need to worry about that to hit a great shot and to not, to use your words, to not have a terrible miss, right? So what was something that like really stood out to you as someone who watches 100 times more golf than I do, and I really only watch it with you when we're on the couch together? I know Scotty started off terribly, early on in the week, Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday he pulled it together as he always does. I mean, was there any other kind of story that really stood out to you that like really made you jump out of your seat a little bit or take note of?
Yeah, I think a few things. Number one being Colin Morikawa getting the win. It was a really gutsy win. Pebble was playing really tough on Sunday, and he had a few moments where he could have lost the tournament. His tee shot on 17, he hit it way left on that par 3. It was a moment where he could have made double and, gone down a shot when Sepp Straka made eagle on 18 to give himself a chance. Minwoo Lee made birdie to finish to give himself a chance. And Morikawa stepped up to the tee on 18, tied for the lead. It's a par 5 at Pebble. It's a beautiful hole. I challenge you to look it up and kind of read about the history. There's a tree right in the middle of the fairway that's can be annoying if you hit it behind it and you want to hit the drive past it. And Morikawa stepped up, tied for the lead, and he pulled out a 3-wood. And the announcers were challenging him. They were like, why is he laying up? Why is he holding back? Hit a driver. You need to make birdie to win the tournament. He pumped that 3-wood. I mean, he fucking pumped it. Past the tree. He had 235 in. And the group in front of him, there was a guy down on the beach, okay? He shanked a shot. It went out of bounds again. So they went up and looked for it. Wasn't there. He had to go back down to the beach. The winds were up at 30 miles an hour. So on the green, he was placing his ball, and the ball was rolling every single time he placed it. So called in the rules official, what do I do? Can I find a spot? Morikawa was standing ready to hit his second shot for 30-plus minutes. Just, that's icing the kicker, right?
Because of that, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
NFL, call timeout,
Yeah,
game-winning field goal. It's the biggest shot of the tournament, and he hadn't won in 42 starts, I believe. I think his last win was 2021. When he came out on tour, I was like, he's the next Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He's the next Tiger Woods. He won 2 major championships. He was up in the top 10 every single week, and it was just really impressive to kind of see him stand in there for 30 minutes. He took some walks, looked over the cliffs. He said after the round, too, he's like, thank God we were at Pebble because, I just went out and looked at the scenery. It was gorgeous, the Pacific. It was a little cold, but, he's just kept his body moving.
Doesn't hurt.
He had a 4-iron, a 235, wind blowing 30 miles an hour off the left. The water's on the left. He cut it over the water. It went over to the right side of the green. He had a eagle putt, or, he chose to putt it. He's had some chipping woes recently. Putted to about 2 feet. Tapping birdie for the win to go up by 1. And it was just a gutsy performance by Colin. He played well all week. His ball striking was on point. And that's what he's known for, is his ball striking. And that was a pretty short course where bombers, aren't typically rewarded for pulling driver every hole. If you can keep it in the fairway, sure, we can get people into trouble.
Obviously, on such a high stakes hole, like I know you said Sepp Straka, right? He hit that eagle on 18 to tie it up. Like, have you seen like other people kind of take that like gutsy call and not really?
100%. Yeah, I think he was 2 strokes down at the time, so he knew he had to make eagle in order to have a chance. And it's ballsy. I mean, you hit a big drive like that, and then his second shot was fantastic. It was about 10 feet by the hole, drained the eagle putt. He's the clubhouse leader. When you post a score and finish 18 and there's other people on the course, you're in the lead, you feel good, right?
Yeah.
Someone can make bogey, they could fuck up. A lot can happen. And Scotty did a similar thing. I mean, he hit one of the sickest shots I've ever seen. The wind was off the left, 30 miles an hour, and he hit probably a hook. I mean, he drew it. I watched the shot tracer. If you were looking behind him, it started curving left, and then it straightened out, and then it started going right from the wind.
Jesus.
He landed about 3 feet next to the pin, tapped in for eagle, his third of the day, and posted the clubhouse lead at the time. He was a few groups ahead of these guys. But, I mean, Scotty's on a different level, and, yeah, I mean, whatever. We'll talk about him. A few other notable parts of the tournament I want to touch on is Siwoo Kim had a bad day. He's been top 11 in his first 4 starts of the year. He's been on a heater. I love Siwoo Kim.
Yeah.
I love Sung J M. Something about these guys, they have, and he's hurt right now.
Yeah.
His wrist injury because he had to do some military training for South Korea. They both are exempt from actually entering the military due to their finishes at the World Golf Finals.
As they should.
I mean, they're pretty darn good golf players, and
Let's keep them out there. Yeah.
let's not hurt wrists, okay?
come on.
We want Sung Jae back on tour. We love Sung Jae. Chris Gotterup had his worst finish of the year. He's got 2 wins already. Have you heard of Chris Gotterup?
Yeah.
You remember?
Just from when we were watching.
Yeah. Get her up,
Yep.
or got her up, didn't get her down. I don't know what I say. What do I say? Got her up,
Got her up.
got her up, didn't get her down. Whatever. But yeah, he had a tough finish this week. A little surprising, but I mean, you can't win every week unless you're Scotty or Tiger. Minwoo tied for second. I was surprised by that. Minwoo is a bomber. He's 190 ball speed, annihilates his driver. Good short game. Chips in, I think, every tournament. I've never seen him not chip in. I mean, there's a highlight of it. Look him up too. So Mitch has a notepad in front of him. I'm going to make him write down a few things throughout the show just to do some research. Minwoo Lee, what is he called? Dr. Chipinski, Chef Minwoo.
Dr. Chipinski.
Yeah, just write that down too.
Take notes. Oh, yeah, the old-fashioned one.
Yeah. And then Sepp Straka, I mean, birdieing 16, 17, and then eagling 18 to give himself just a fighting chance in the tournament. I love his game. He's an Austrian, but he grew up in America. Great ball striker. He plays well at Pebble. Any other thoughts on Pebble? It's in the Monterey Peninsula out in California, and you're...
Yeah. One of my buddies lives out in San Diego. I think he played Pebble Beach. Not too recently, but maybe a couple months ago.
Did you shoot 22 under?
Probably. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. No, man. I'd like to. I haven't played anywhere other than South Florida or up in Connecticut. So, what's the coolest place that you played?
Ooh, that's a good question. Golf history-wise, I'd say the Brookline Country Club up in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that.
It's a special place. They played a few U.S. Opens there, Ryder Cups. Francis Ouimet, who's a caddy back at Brookline, qualified for the U.S. Open, won the U.S. Open as just kind of a random guy. It's just a legendary place, a lot of history. The course is phenomenal. It's beautiful. I got the chance to play it after the 2021 U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Some of the best golf I've ever played in my life, too. I was dialed in, let's just say that.
You showed up on the big stage. Come on.
Well, so it was interesting. It took me a few holes to settle in. You know, it was some good golf. I actually did make a putt that Zalatoris missed on the 18th hole to tie Matthew Fitzpatrick and go to a playoff in that tournament. Matthew Fitzpatrick ended up winning, hit one of the most legendary bunker shots I've ever seen. I stood in that exact same spot, and I go, how the fuck did you do this? There's no chance. Ended up winning that tournament. But, yeah, I'd say the country club. It's the country club. And we got to get you out on some more courses and get the game going. And, you know, we're trying to commit to once a week practicing, hitting a bucket of balls, putting, chipping.
That's it. Yeah, I think it really, I mean, we've talked about it. Like, it really does start at the range. And I hit some balls at Boca Rio up in Boca. One of my coworkers is a member there. And, we just went out, hit the range after lunch. It was awesome. Got some more tips, which was helpful. I mean, once I feel comfortable with the chipping and putting too, but you know, some of the things that have helped me more than anything is when you just tell me, just be an athlete, just hit it, don't think too much. The ball's here, get it there, and especially with chipping, I feel like that's, you know, the best, like kind of the best advice that I've gotten. Um, Again, my chipping is not there, and I definitely smoke it way past the hole plenty of times, and I still will continue to do that.
I do as well.
I think just like kind of letting loose a little bit, just like I like, you know how to be an athlete, just hit it. Like just let it get up there and don't overthink it too much. Once you have enough reps, also like with you have so many reps, you and Steve, like you guys have done it so many times at this point where it's like, okay, like what headspace do I need to be in to be able to do that? I think that the mental game around it is kind of the coolest thing, honestly. And it really is the most rewarding part of it too, because you know that like you always have the capability also of always hitting that perfect shot. And so it's really just about what headspace am I in? How do I hit it correctly? And you know, what does that feel like? And it's rewarding for sure.
And it's being able to harness that and perform and bring it out of you on the golf course. When you play golf, you don't really want to think too much about your technique and everything like that. You just want to swing, right?
Yeah.
And that's why when we're out there, I'm like, just be an athlete. Now's not the time to learn. That's why you go to the range and you pound balls and you putt and you chip. And so you're like, oh, I've done this, 100 times. I did this on Wednesday,
Yeah.
50 times. I had this exact shot. I know what to do. And it's all confidence, really. And
Yeah.
for me, too, I had about 2 months where I chunked every single wedge I hit.
Yeah.
It would go 20 yards in front of me. And I was just like, okay. Right. And so I went, practiced my wedges a little bit. I'm like, okay, I can hit the shot. This is how I do it. I'm not thinking too much, so, doing this and doing that, but just reps, right?
Yeah.
And same with lacrosse. He's a college lacrosse player, very good athlete, very good basketball player. But it's really just having that confidence out on the course, and you don't want to think, right?
Yeah.
Just be an athlete.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
all right, let's move along here. Let's set the board for this upcoming tournament. We're back at Riviera after 2025. We played at Torrey Pines due to the wildfires out in LA. It's a really great tournament hosted by Tiger Woods, who has never won at Riviera. And the weird thing about that to me is you look at all the previous winners and they're gamers. They're guys who show up in these big tournaments. It's not typically kind of this random guy who has a good week. It's the best of the best. And Tiger never won there. He now hosts the tournament. I've always been kind of shocked by that, baffled by it, because he is the gamer in the game of golf who shows up, mental, laser focused in a tunnel and just is like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, so
Assassin.
he's an assassin. And that's interesting, man.
Has he like traditionally played really poorly there? Has someone else kind of just stepped up? Has it kind of...
His best finish, I believe, was a tie for second. He's had a few top tens. He hasn't played poorly per se, not in the average or PGA Tour players' standards, maybe for his standards for sure. But yeah, he's never won.
I heard he's teasing a little comeback to the Masters too, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's I'll get the guys going a little bit when he's hosting the event too.
I mean,
Come on,
if Tiger Woods is going to play in the
Tiger,
Masters
come on.
this year, I mean, we talk about him every week. How can you not? But we talk about the Tiger track. My Tiger tracker is how many wins he has at each course. This week we're goose egg. But if he comes back and plays in the Masters, I mean, even if he shoots 76, 76, I don't care. I want to see every single shot. We only have so much Tiger left in our life, and that's why 2019 was so special. When he came back after all the adversity, all the injuries, and won the Masters, I mean, I was crying. I was drinking a 30 rack of Natty Ice. Not light.
Your college.
Yep. Natty Ice with Kern. And it was just the most glorious thing I've ever seen. So if Tiger comes back, we're in for a treat. Back to Riviera here. My winning score prediction is 15 under. There's a ton of weather right now. They're having 3 weather cells come in up until Thursday. Maybe you'd think higher scores, tougher conditions. In contrary there, it's going to be softer golf course. So that changed my projections and kind of my outlook on this tournament. Ludwig Oberg won last year, but at Torrey Pines. Hideki won in 2024. John Rahm, 2023. Joaquin Niemann in 2022. Homa in 21. 2 out of those 5 guys are on LIV now. Within the last 20 years, 8 out of the last 20 winners are on the LIV Tour now. Bubba Watson, Joaquin, John Rahm, Phil. and Phil and Bubba have won multiple times. Adam Scott's in the field this week as well. He's a 2-time winner at Riviera at this tournament. However, when he first won in 2005, it was a 2-day tournament, so it's not counted as a legit win
Why?
due to rain. It just fucking poured.
So they'll
on the
do
weekend.
that, and they'll just
cut the tournament. How much do you know about Adam Scott?
not too much. I've heard him
Okay.
thrown around the apartment a little bit. I hear
little bit.
names here and there,
Yeah.
and I see him on screen, but I know I'm not gonna lie and act like I really
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
So probably the most beautiful swing in golf,
Yeah.
the most technically sound, top to bottom. I mean, right, Adam Scott down golf swing. He is phenomenal ball striker and has been for a long time. He's up there now. I mean, he's in his 40s. Has been a very solid player on tour for a long, long time. I like him this week as a top 20 pick. He's not my pick of the week, but I like him. A great value. All right, well, we got excited talking about Adam Scott and had to get some refills here. I think that was necessary. We're thirsty. It's been a long day, but yeah, Adam Scott has one of the prettiest swings on the PGA Tour, and his style is also so sick. He wears monotone grays and browns primarily.
Really?
Yeah, he's got his own brand or his own sponsor where they dress him, and he looks fantastic every week. I love him. He's such a stud. Shout out to Scotty. Some great moments from Riviera in the past where, I think kind of jump-started Max Homa's career and established him on the PGA Tour as Max Homa's win in 2021 at Riv. He's an LA guy. It was awesome to see him win. He won in a playoff against Tony Finau. One of the better personalities in golf right now, which I think the game needs. We need guys doing these YouTube golf channels, showing them their true selves, because on the course, they're all dialed in, locked in.
Also watching them, again, we talked about how it's the most mental game. You feel like you kind of can connect with them pretty easily too, right? Being in that position, hearing people like that talk about what they're thinking in that moment is really cool.
Yeah, it humanizes golf. And side note here, but a really cool thing about golf is you and I can play a match against each other evenly, or as evenly weighted as possible anytime we want. If you have a handicap and it's X and my handicap's X, we can calculate the strokes that I need to give you in order to have an even match. And that's just really fucking cool about golf. You can't do that in football, right? If I go out on the field and I'm lined up against Chris Jones and I need to block him, what's going to happen, right? You'd have a better chance than I would, obviously, but you'd get tossed to the ground. He would eat you alive. I mean, his brother's an MMA fighter. So that's the coolest thing about golf, is it really, you can go play these courses that these pros play for the most part, and you can stand on those grounds and see what they did and where they hit that shot. That's cool. That's a good point. I like that a lot.
Where's the
let's do a cheers to that. Hell yeah. Fresh drinks?
Oh.
Come on now.
Let's get in the pocket.
Hey. All right, so in addition to Max Homa's win in 2021 at Riv, another pick I like this week is Hideki's win in 24. He shot a 62 on Sunday to win by 3. He shot a 30 on the back nine. He was 6 under and just was a typical Hideki demon. He's played really well this year. Ton of top 10s, few runner-ups, and I like him this week as well. But, Homa and Hideki's wins really stand out to me in the last few years. We did talk about Adam Scott. He's made 11 out of 12 cuts. I mean, that's solid, right? I mean, I don't know your math guy. What's the number there?
11 out of 12?
Yeah.
Fucking 90 something.
92. Yeah.
Right?
So it's around there. All right, you calculate. Adam Scott also has 5 out of 12 top 10s, which is more math. I don't know. I have a percentage thing written down on my sheet, and I never calculate it. I can normally do it.
I wrote 11 over 12.
Okay.
Let's see where that. Yeah. I'll figure this out.
It's not going to get us very far. Okay. Cuts made. Also, Cantlay, 7 for 9. Patrick Cantlay. I love Cantlay. Everyone hates on him for his slow play. I don't even care. It's the PGA Tour. You guys are playing for a lot of freaking money, take your time. Xander Schauffele, 7 out of 7 on cuts. He hasn't missed a cut here. He's a ball striker. He's a gamer. He shows up in the big moments. He hasn't played super well to start the year, but once again, I think Xander Schauffele is going to have a good tournament this week. He's 6 out of 7 in the top 25.
Wow.
So for a top 20 pick this week, I like Xander Schauffele a lot.
Is that your pick?
It's not my pick.
Oh, this fucking guy, dude.
I'm teasing a little bit.
Teasing a lot,
I'm just throwing a
dude.
lot out there. I don't know.
Oh, that would be a good pick for top 20.
You got to cast a large web because betting is a fickle game. I mean,
I want to parlay those.
Especially
Especially top 20s. Come on.
I don't know if we can parlay in golf on the Hard Rock app. Maybe on DraftKings, but in Florida, all we have access to is the Hard Rock. There's a few
Pretty
others,
crazy. Yeah.
but they control the market and Hard Rock. Eventually, we'd love a sponsor from you guys. I'm being dead serious. We're doing some good things here, and we'll get into our picks later, but
You take a lot of our money, so like
you take a lot of our money. Give it back.
give it back. Free play. I like free play. Come on.
Free play for PGA would be great.
Come on.
Anyway, so I don't know. I think these guys are going to go low with these soft conditions, with these greens being really soft. I have a few guys in mind that I'll mention in a little bit that I think are going to take advantage of it. Biggest storyline of the week is being back at Riviera. Rory looking for his first win there. Scotty Scheffler looking for his first win there. And they're the two favorites, number 1 and 2 in the world.
And Tiger looking for his first one there.
Tiger will definitely be looking for his first win there. Not sure if he's going to be playing, but he'll certainly be looking for
He's
it.
looking for it.
I don't know where he'll look, but
Fine.
it'll be
It's
somewhere.
fucking Tiger, dude. Come on.
He could certainly. Tiger might win this week. I might change my pick.
I'm just saying.
What are the odds on
I'll
that?
take the odds. Come on.
I mean, it's probably plus $1 million. I'd put $1 on that.
He just comes out and fucking smokes it.
I'd
and
put
it's just like-
$100 on that. Are you kidding me? That
he
would change
plays
my
it like
life.
a night a little bit, like or gets out there early. Like I don't know. Shit.
Tiger might play this week.
A lot of teasing going on lately. I don't know.
Oh, all right. This is what happens when Mitch and I get together.
Sorry.
Back to the
Reported nightly news.
regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, that was it.
Am I drunk?
The guy. Oh no.
I've only had like a drink and 2 sips. All right, so back to Riviera. My dark horse is Ashke Bhatia. How much do you know about him?
0.
Let's write it down.
Still working on 11 over 12. By the
He
way.
is a guy that became professional as a teenager. He did not go to college.
Okay.
He's a prodigy, a lefty, a skinny, tall, lanky guy who can fucking rip the ball. He missed the first 2 cuts of the season. His last 2 starts, he was 3rd and 6th. He's in form. I think he's one of those players that I mentioned earlier that will take advantage of these soft conditions.
Yeah.
He can shape the ball. He can draw it. He can cut it. He can hit any shot. It's just, I think for him, it's a mental thing where he's like, I don't know if I'm one of the best players in the world right now. He knows he's sick, but he hasn't really done it yet. I think we'll see him in the top 20, top 10 this week, especially in the form that he's in.
You with these teaser top 20s, dude.
I got some teasers, man.
Come on.
I mean, I'm going to throw money on all of
Can't
them.
wait to figure out who you got in your top 20.
Well, you're about to find out.
Come on.
All right, here we go. My top 20 pick is Max Homa. He's won here before. He's had multiple top 10 finishes. He has not been in good form in the last year and a half. Everything we hear on tour is Max Homa's got the game, but he just doesn't necessarily believe in himself that he's a top 10 player. He's plus 175 this week, which I think is great odds. He plays well here. He's a hometown kid. We'll get to Mitch's top 20 pick of the week.
20. Top 20 of the week. I'm going Oberg. I think again, don't have enough film under my belt to really get it down, but I remember Oberg specifically when we were watching the Masters. I think that was a couple years ago down in
Ocean Reef.
Ocean Reef, dude. Yeah, and it was I don't know. I like him, dude. I like him. I think he's quiet. He hits it well. I mean, he made a strong push at the end there. It kind of fell apart. And the one that we were watching again, this is like a year ago, or a year and a half ago. And I don't know. I think that I like him.
I think that's a really strong pick. Most impressive thing about him is he plays so fast. He steps up to the ball. He does like a half practice swing and then hits the ball.
Really?
A lot of guys will waggle.
Yeah.
You look at Brian Harmon, who waggled 15 times sometimes before a shot. He's a really impressive young player. He'll be strong on the tour for a while. I really like that pick.
I really like. I remember watching when we were watching that as well, and then sometimes after that, they'll do like a little 10-minute thing on Ober and kind of like his personal life and what he's doing to prepare and everything, making sure his body's right, making sure his mind's right. And I mean, he's from Sweden, right? And he's
Norwegian.
So he's Norwegian, right? And so like
Your heritage.
yeah, dude. Oh, geez.
You guys are probably cut from the same cloth. That's why you're
dude.
so tall.
Exactly. We're both from fucking King Gustav. In, like,
Yeah.
1400s.
Hey.
It's my cousin actually. So yeah, plus 140, great odds. Come on,
We like that.
Let's go.
I like
Yeah.
that pick. Before we get into our winners, how about She Will by Lil Wayne and Drake?
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt at all.
It's
I've
great.
been kind of like trying to not do that the entire time you were talking.
They're playing bangers. Here,
I mean,
dude.
yeah.
Strokes and drivers. Come check it out. Seriously.
It's the best place in Fort Lauderdale. It's also the closest golf simulator to
Yeah.
downtown. So if you come visit, Strokes and Drivers right here. They have 3 bays. People who work here are phenomenal people.
Yeah, dude. Bars all over too. They got axe throwing. They got a bunch of food options.
It's legit. All right, I'll get into my winner, and it's probably not a surprise, but it's Scotty Scheffler.
I saw that one.
I'm 0-2 so far this season on my picks for the winners, and I want to win. And I think there is no way Scotty doesn't win this week. The way he's playing, he just hasn't played well on Thursday and Friday. I don't know exactly why. He's going to win this week, and he's plus 325. I think that's a steal to
Yeah.
more than triple your money.
The odds were crazy. I mean, I was looking through them yesterday. They're ridiculous. Like compared to him versus everybody else. Don't
Yeah.
count out Tiger though.
I'm betting Tiger. I'm going to figure out a way to do it.
We're gonna retire.
We will retire. Put $10 on Tiger this week. You're going to retire.
Or lose $10. Whatever. I'm going with Morikawa, dude. I'm riding the hot hand.
I like
I mean,
it.
I don't know. Like, I think. I don't really have anything to say.
All right. I mean, he won last week. Great pick. I'll mention Steve's picks because he's not here this week.
Shout out Steve.
Shout out Steve. Steve has Ryo Hisatune at plus 225 for a top 20. He's been in form all year. Couple top 10s. Been on my radar for the last few years as a really strong player coming up in the PGA Tour. Love that pick at plus 225 for a top 20. I think he'd lock that in immediately. And his winner is Rory. I went with Scotty, number 1 player in the world. Yeah. He went with Rory, number 2, plus 1,200. He's chasing his first win here. On the season, we are both 0-2 on our winner bets. Our units are $100 a bet, right, for the winners and $100 for top 20. I'm plus 280 on the year. Bet $400, you get 680 back. 1,000. Steve is plus 170, so I'm up $110.
Hard Rock.
Shout out Hard Rock. Give us a sponsor. I like where I'm at, and we'll see how it goes throughout the season.
All it takes is one. All it takes is Morikawa in. All it takes is Tiger in.
You're in this week. So,
Yeah.
if you have Morikawa to win at plus 3,000, that will set you far above us where we're at in our season standings. I have Scotty at plus 325, so that's not going to move the needle if he wins.
It's a safe
So,
bet, though.
Mitch, you could be in it for the rest of the year, no matter. You might get some picks in here and there. We don't know, when
get
you're
some
going to
in
make an
there.
appearance. Also, disclaimer, we are not a professional gamblers by any means.
We're just as bad as everybody else out there. That's all right, though. We play for the love of the game. Yeah?
Do it for the love of the game, and we also, we're going to keep track of it all year and see how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to outside the ropes, which we have a fun topic to talk about, I want to recognize Anthony Kim getting the win on the Live Tour this week. Anthony Kim is a guy who came out as a young phenom, early 2000s, and had the likes of Tiger. The potential of Tiger. Got that type of buzz, got the Nike sponsorship. His last win was in 2010, so 16 years ago, right? And tore his Achilles, retired from the PGA Tour, but he also struggled a lot with mental health and drug, alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
It just kind of shows you the human aspect of being one of these PGA Tour players. As one of these top guys, you think they make millions of dollars and their life's so easy. But you think about also these fringe guys, right, that are 120th in the world. They're not sure if they're going to have their PGA Tour card following year. The guys on the Korn Ferry Tour don't make a ton of money from golf, maybe sponsorships and whatnot, but their livelihood, their families are involved. it's a stressful sport and it's cutthroat because there's
sure.
so many great players out there. But Anthony Kim took a hiatus from golf and had a lot of struggles. But to see him come out and win this week on the Live Tour, and he beat out John Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau, regardless of the official world golf ranking points, those two guys are top 5 in the world. I mean, they're just stellar players. But the story, just as a human being, just knowing you're kind of not out of it. And yes, he was a phenom, and yes, he had all the game, but it doesn't really matter about that. The highs and the lows, and just being able to come back and win, I think is phenomenal. And we all have people in our life that have struggled with mental health, alcohol, drugs, and whatnot. And it's a story that everyone should look into. I mean, that's fucking awesome. That's amazing. Shout out Anthony Kim. All right, let's switch gears here. We had a lot of things to talk about. We were going to potentially talk about what we did in high school and our high school experience. We can't do that. We pivoted, and we want to keep it fun and away from golf. Mitch and I both moved down here about a year and a half ago. He was in New York City, Connecticut. I was in the Boston area, Boston, and then south of Boston. We both moved down here for a reason. So we're going to go outside the ropes and talk about everything that we hate about winter.
It's fitting with fucking 78 degrees and sunny in Florida in February, right?
I was talking to someone the other day who owns an art gallery. She moved down here about 4 years ago, and she was telling me, she's like, I forgot it was February. I forgot it was Christmas. Because you assimilate those things to snow and huddling inside with your family. But down here, I mean, we're at the beach. We're playing.
I'm burnt. Sunburned.
Sunburnt. I mean, he doesn't wear any sunscreen.
We'll get into that. Big
Insane.
Sunscreen. Don't trust him. But yeah, no, it's a real thing. And I think kind of tying that into what you were talking about with the mental health part, it's that seasonal depression part is fucking real, dude. Also, we didn't even talk about kind of our background, but me and Jack went to school together, to a high school up in Connecticut for a couple of years. We were roommates there. Middle of nowhere, Connecticut, top left corner, 20 minutes from the closest gas station town. And we basically just a couple of years ago decided hey, let's go down to Florida. Let's go try out a new environment. Let's go meet some people. We didn't know anyone when we moved here, and it's been an incredible kind of just journey and just meeting people and creating friends. And obviously a lot of our friends from back home are making their way down and coming down for visits, and we're booked every weekend in the winter. But that's part of it. I was talking to someone else actually randomly that I met playing basketball over at the park the other day. He's from Connecticut too, weirdly 20 minutes away from me. I was like, oh, how do you like it down here? You like living here? Whatever. He's like, yeah, dude, honestly, I just love the active lifestyle. And I was like, I never put those words in my head. I mean, we work out and we go outside and all that stuff, but he was just like, yeah, I can get up and go for a run before work, or I can go play basketball at the end of the day, or on a Saturday, I'm not wasting my day. Don't get me wrong, I love sitting by the fireplace watching a movie and fucking wasting a Sunday. I'm all for it, but it has a real effect on your mood. I had my parents down for the first time, your mom was down, and we just had a great time together. And even my mom now is calling me and we're talking. She's like, yeah, it's just depressing. I wish I didn't have a taste of that. I mean, there's a lot of cool things about a white Christmas. There's a lot of cool things about the tradition and family. And obviously when you're a kid, but elementary school or middle school, you get up early and you go watch the news channel. That's what we always do. We watch News 12 and then watch the bottom bar. And then check to see if your local school district was a delay or a snow day. Big celly with your brother, or big celly with family. Fucking yeah, it's a holiday. Yeah, I mean it's a little different. Yeah, but I mean, dude, it opens up so much more to life. It opens up so much more to being able to meet people, and not being cold half the year fucking makes a big difference too. Right?
I agree wholeheartedly with everything he said. I think the sunshine's super important. I mean, you go to work, right? It's dark. Come home, it's dark.
Yeah.
What do I do, right? Yeah. Not having to deal with winter is getting up, and like you said, going to get a coffee. And I'll be like, do I have to put my boots on? Do I have to put my hat on? Where's my coat? Yeah. I mean, which coat do I need? The heavy one or the lighter one? Or we don't think about that, and that's fantastic.
It's an entire mission to go to the store. I was visiting my girlfriend and just back home, and got stuck in a snowstorm, and I was shoveling again. I was like, oh, dude, fuck. there's like fucking 2 hours of shoveling. Like get her whole driveway and walkway in the backyard for the dog. I fucking complained about it. Don't get it twisted.
We got a nice Italian cooked dinner after that.
Yeah, no, it was great. Yeah. Came back into a warm meal.
I didn't know the direction of this conversation and how it was going to go. I thought it'd be a little bit more, fuck the snow, fuck the snow, like whatever. And, we took it in a pretty practical way. Let's take a little pause for the song as well. Like, they're on bangers.
They are on
Childless. Should go hit golf balls. But it's just the brightest light.
We're not cutting this.
We're not cutting it. That was like top song in college when we went to school.
Yeah.
We're old now. I mean, we're 27.
Fuck. Fuck, dude. Don't do that.
I'm the eldest in our entire group.
Are you?
Yeah. So that means I'm the
Fuck.
wisest.
Yeah.
That means all you should listen to my picks. Hard Rock, listen to my picks. I think we're going to get a sponsor after
Yeah,
tonight.
for sure.
I'll just send them the tape.
Yeah. Easy.
We're going to cheers to close out the show.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic having you on, Mitch.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me on.
We hang out every single night, so we do this every single night.
So
So
we
it's,
do this anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is like not abnormal. We could have you on the show a few more times just for your perspective. I mean, you can sit right next to Steve. You don't take up a lot of space. I mean, what, you're, 5'9", 140?
Yeah, dude. I know how passionate you are about golf, and you and Steve, and I hear obviously when you're playing it, in there, and then I listen to it on my way to work. Like, I know how passionate you guys are and how much knowledge you have on it, and I'm just interested. Like, I'm not to the point where I have all this history and where I watch it as much as you guys do, but like, I mean, there's different parts of every sport that resonate, kind of like tying it back to what we talked about earlier with you teaching me. 1 or 2 things like really resonate out of 10. The 3 things resonate. It's like, yeah, it's the same thing here. It's like, oh shit, like that story, like that's cool. Like, oh, what's that guy thinking while he's doing that? Like, that's kind of how I tend to think about it, and it just gives a different perspective. So pumped to be here, and I'm keeping your seat warm, Steve. So pumped for you to get back.
All right, we'll do one final cheers. Drink to that. We had a fantastic week having Mitch on the show. Hope you enjoy everything we discussed: life, personal battles, golf. We've got some good picks, I think, this week between the 3 of us. I think Mitch's picks are very strong.
On luck, big.
Come on, Ludwig. Come on, Ludwig. Some people call him the Norwegian robot because his just swing is robotic. I mean, it's really good. He's up there with Adam Scott. We have to cut that. Well, thank you all for tuning in to the Talking Divots podcast. Please check us out on all our socials: YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. We have a new series going on right now where Steve and I are playing the Plantation Golf Course just down the road to the west. We're playing random holes every week. We'll see what the scorecard looks like come April, probably around Masters time. Stroke play, hashtag Team Jack, and we have a few hashtag Team Steves. We'll see the results on that. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you guys next week.
Step in the booth, biz the walk-up track, win the match. Dapper monk until my cow. Talking divots, rolling putts for the win. Flush a wedge, watch it land by the pin. Southern float with a northeastern spin. Jack and Mitch, running back once again. From the bunker to the broadcast lights. Late night, it is early tea times. Scorecard clean, but the drink stay dark. Pull up to the course, they like, damn, he's sharp. Pressure don't move when the stakes go up. Read the break right, then we pull that put. Spin control when the wedge come down. Land is soft, let the crowd look around. From court to the 19th scene. Real one know what the real mean. Podcast way, don't dip, don't bend. Every episode rise again. Talking divots, rolling putts for the win. Flush your wedge, watch it land by the pin. Southern float with a northeastern spin.